Hi everyone, this week's video is the third and final week of my trip to Curaçao in 2021 with my family, so I hope you enjoy. I'll be doing a little voiceover in the beginning part here because I forgot to record much of myself talking back then, so I thought I would just narrate over the top to help give some extra info for any of you planning to travel to Curaçao or if you're interested in traveling. So the pink church that we just drove by is an iconic landmark, especially for those of you planning to live in Coral Estates. That is on the drive to Coral Estates, so you will see it a lot. And then today we were driving to the fort, which is in the south of Curaçao over by the Spanish waters, and this was actually my first time traveling to the fort. So Sean and I, who is my brother in the video, we're exploring a bit, trying to figure out actually where we can get to, and as you'll see there's a bunch of massive oil rigs right by it as well. And eventually we do find the entrance to the fort, and it's really cool. As you'll watch in the video, you can literally climb to the top and you have an amazing view of the water, and you can actually see a snorkeling spot that we'll be heading to later that day called Tugboat. And it's honestly just a really cool spot to stop at for 20 minutes or so, check out the view, and then continue on your snorkeling. And I highly recommend Tugboat, which I'll talk about in a little bit later, but it's one of my favorite snorkeling spots. So as you'll see here, there's actually this ladder that you have to climb up, so unfortunately it's not accessible for everybody, but it's a really easy ladder. And you have these amazing views. And you'll see later in the video that we go on a sunset cruise, and the sunset cruise actually takes place in this part of the island in the Spanish waters, and there's some amazing views and just houses to check out while you're over there. And also, just for more information, this was free, so you can just park. It's on the same road on the way to Tugboat, which I was just pointing out in the distance there, and you can just pull over, check it out. There's no admission. And now we are at Tugboat, so there is no admission for this beach. It is by far one of the best snorkeling spots on the island, and you'll see right out where that boat is in the distance, that's where there is a sunken boat, so you can really get a good glimpse to a lot of fish and coral, and there's so much coral along the rock and by the dock. Highly recommend. And now we are at one of my favorite restaurants. So every single time my family and I come to Curaçao, we stop at this restaurant once, if not multiple times, because the food is phenomenal. And now we are also heading to another iconic beach, which is where you can see sea turtles. So you'll see that there's a ton of people on the dock. That is because there are tour buses that come into this beach, and it can get very busy. So I will say, if you can go earlier to this beach, I would recommend that. But also in the afternoon, the fishermen are throwing in the remains of the fish that they're cutting up and that they caught. So then all the sea turtles are coming into this beach to feed off of the fish remains. Unfortunately, I didn't get any videos of the sea turtles in my 2022 vlog. I should have some because that's when I got a GoPro. And then just down the road from that beach is this restaurant, which actually you would have saw at the start of the video, because this is where a ton of people can cliff jump. And I will say the food here is not the best. You're definitely paying for the view and the proximity to the sea turtle beach. And of course the cliff jumping. And there's a beach at the bottom there. It is quite rocky, so it's not the best beach to just kind of hang out on. We just walked around. And then this is actually another day. We went to a beach more north. This is a great beach, and you can go on different boat tours right here. Go on snorkeling tours. Not on this trip, but on a past trip, we did take a boat tour, and it took us all around the island into different snorkeling spots. Tugboat actually being one of them, and it was a great experience, so I would definitely recommend. And if you are coming here for snorkeling, you want to go to the far end of the beach because the best snorkeling is right along the rocks or under the dock, and then there can be like random pockets. And of course, on our ride back from the beach, we ran into a big group of goats, and there was one little baby goat that was just laying in the middle of the road, so my mom had to get out and shoo him over so we didn't run over the little baby goat. So cute. And this was a very memorable part of the trip. We did a sunset cruise, which, like I said before, is over in the Spanish waters. Since we did a cruise boat before for snorkeling, we decided this time that we would do a sunset cruise. And this particular cruise boat also had some snacks and unlimited drinks. And it was honestly a really, really fun experience. Highly recommend. They take you through all of these gorgeous houses in the Spanish waters. And then you go out into the ocean and watch the sunset. And then they bring you back in. So you're literally out there till it gets dark, and it's a really fun way to explore Curaçao, and you get to see a lot of views you wouldn't honestly see otherwise. I will say though, if you do get sick on the water, once we went out into the ocean, it did get quite rough. I mean, you are on a catamaran, so it's not too bad, but if you do get the motion sickness, maybe not the best option. And then we just had this great sunset. The sun, it's so pretty. I will show you. Look at my hair. Dude, what's your hair look like? You look like you're not even in the wind. And then there's me. I know. It's not fair. I have a hat on. I should have brought a hat. And then the next day, we headed down to Curaçao to get dinner and watch the sunset. This was actually New Year's Eve, so after this, we headed back to the house, and you'll see that we are watching some fireworks. And this is taking place, you'll probably notice the lights and possibly some decorations in the background. This is December 2021 to January 2022, so that's why there's the Christmas lights. And this is the beach over by Coral Estates on the resort. There's two different restaurants. There's the top restaurant that we are having dinner at there, and then there's another restaurant that's right on the beach. And this is honestly one of the best locations for sunsets. They have the best sunsets and amazing snorkeling. Highly recommend, because you can come into Coral Estates even if you aren't living there. And this beach here, it looks like it's all rocks, but that is actually all coral. And in the coral, there are these little crabs that are so cute. I think I got a video of one of them. So yeah, look out for the little crabs and all the coral on that beach. And of course, the best sunsets. And this was New Year's Eve. So this is going into 2022. Everyone around Coral Estates was just doing their own fireworks, so we decided to stay in Coral Estates opposed to going down to Williamstead to see the fireworks downtown, because it can get kind of crazy there. Okay, so it is January 2nd. I shouldn't have had to check that, but it's our last full day here in Curaçao, and I've been really bad this past week of recording literally any videos of me talking. I've just randomly gotten clips of what we've been doing, So essentially we went to a couple different snorkeling spots of all the different beaches that we wanted to go to. We went to, by far, my favorite snorkeling spot was Tugboat. There's basically a sunken boat a little bit off the shore of this beach, and it's honestly not that bad to go. It's not that far out at all. If you're a decent swimmer, you'll be able to make it there totally fine. So that was by far my favorite spot. There's just so many fish and a lot of really cool coral. Even like going out there, the coral was just unreal. I really wish I bought a GoPro for this trip. I was planning on it, but then I thought my dad was gonna buy one, so I never ended up getting one. And then I tried to look around here to find one and I couldn't find one. So anyway, moral of the story, I didn't get any videos of the snorkeling. I really wish I did, because that would have been really cool to show, but I did not. So yeah, that was really cool. We went and snorkeled with the turtles. We went to a bunch of different beaches. We had Christmas. We went out for dinner. New Year's Eve. We also we went out for drinks and we had dinner at our house, and then we watched fireworks because right behind me there's like the beach down there, and all these houses in this gated community were putting off fireworks, so that was really cool. The fireworks were just all around us. And yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, we went snorkeling with the turtles, and we're also going back to see the turtles today. So today, like I said, is our last full day, so we're definitely jam-packing it in. We're gonna go climb the mountain here, Mount Christoffel. Christoffelberg. I'll put it below. But anyway, we're gonna go climb that. We're going to leave at 6:30. It's 8:45 right now. We're gonna leave at 6:30, but it has been downpouring all day, so they won't let you climb the mountain after 10 o'clock. So we're gonna show up at 9:30. Hopefully everything will be dry by then, and hopefully we won't be too hot climbing that much later in the day, because usually you want to try and climb as early as possible, so then by the time you get to the top and you're climbing down, that's when it's hot. You don't really want to be climbing when it's really, really hot, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, everyone's going to do it, because then after we're gonna go for lunch at a restaurant called Sunshine's. I don't know whose dog that is. And then we're gonna go snorkeling with the turtles again, because I forgot to bring like the waterproof case that we have for the phone, and I wanted to get some photos with the turtles. I should have brought that snorkeling actually, but I can only fit my phone into it. I wouldn't be able to fit my camera anyway to take videos, and my camera takes terrible videos. So yeah, it's 8:45. We're gonna leave in 15 minutes to go climb the mountain, and I'm super excited. I literally brought my hiking boots just for this, and yeah, I'm excited to see the turtles again. Everyone tested negative yesterday, so we're all going home. We were slightly nervous because a few of us have been feeling like kind of under the weather, so we were nervous about like one person testing positive and like everyone else testing negative and what we would have to do. But thankfully everyone tested negative, and our flight is tomorrow night, so everyone is going home. Very relieving. But yeah, bittersweet. Don't really want to leave and go back to the winter weather, but you know, we're definitely glad we got the negative tests and we can go home. So that's definitely really relieving, and we'll see what happens when we get to the airport. We might have to get another PCR test once we land. They're just randomly selecting people. I know some people that have already traveled back home from their vacations and they didn't get selected, but then I also know some people that did get selected. So we'll just have to wait and see if we get picked or not. It's just random, I guess, but they're doing majority. Yeah, and now we're off to the mountain. Gotta get packed up and go. Stay tuned. Okay, so we just got to the parking lot, and which is right up there, and the mountain is right there, and it's so full that everyone is parking like way along the road, and we had to hike like 500 meters in just to get back to the parking lot because there was no space. So we parked like way back there, and now we're just getting to the trail, and as soon as we're getting in, everyone's leaving because it's 10 o'clock. Now we're gonna hike. this is probably, is this like the quarter point? No way this is halfway, but probably the quarter point. Got a nice breeze, getting some water. Okay, so we just passed the halfway point and it's been 33 minutes, including our breaks. So we're off to a good start, but we've also lost half of the group. It's just Sean and I. We don't know where anyone else is. So we'll probably meet them somewhere near the top when we stop. Need to do a little bit of rock climbing. I'm back with the crew. We stopped to wait for everyone. Hike, definitely be prepared for some rock climbing. Now we're on the way down. We were just at the top, and so far it's easier to go down because everything has dried a bit and everything was soaked on the way up, but we'll see because we're getting more into the shade, so I'm guessing that it's going to be pretty wet, but yeah. We'll see how long it takes us. It took us like almost an hour to get up, and then we were up there for like a half hour. Can't talk. And now we're on the way down. So far so good. Definitely wear running shoes, bringing hiking shoes, because I brought my hiking shoes and they're helping a lot more. So I jinxed it. As soon as we started coming down, it got super slippery and everything was soaked, so we definitely slowed down. Probably have another like 25 more minutes going down the hill. It's been a lot easier. Like we can literally see, I can see the parking lot now, and it's totally empty. It's been a lot easier going down because there's like no one. Everyone is already done since we started so much later. But yeah, going up made it a lot slower because everyone was coming down at the same time we were going up, so we had to keep stopping because the trail is so narrow that you can't have multiple groups of people going down it, so you kind of have to like squeeze to the side and let everyone pass. But yeah, we're probably like the third last group coming down because after 10 a.m. they don't let anyone hike because it just gets so hot, and a lot of the most of the trail is exposed. So, and as you can see right there, there's the road that we came in on, and there's the parking lot right there, which is basically empty, and then we had to park like way over there, and it's getting super windy, but thank goodness it's kind of overcast, otherwise it'd be super hot. Okay, so we have officially finished. There's the mountain in the background. It's so crazy. Oh my god, it was harder than I remember because I've done it before last time I was here, and it definitely was harder than I remember. I think because everything was wet the last time I did it. There was no rain, and it was honestly a lot harder, like hotter, not harder. So I guess just a different hike this time. Took us 3.6 kilometers, I don't know if you can see that, in 2.5 hours, and that isn't including all of our breaks and the time that we stopped at the top. So honestly, not bad for going all the way up there. So now we're gonna go for lunch because everyone is starving. Good morning. It is our last day here in Curaçao. We're flying out today at 5 p.m. We have to leave the house at 11 actually, so we're just gonna park downtown and walk around before we have to go to the airport. But I wanted to give a really quick video of this house before we leave because this house was amazing and it was so nice. So I just want to give a quick little glimpse of what it looked like. So like I said before, all the houses we stayed in are in coral estates, so honestly all the houses are really nice. There's some mansions. But anyway, here is our place. And we stayed at 635. As you can see, we're leaving. My favorite reading spot. Because hello, look at this view. And over in the spot behind me, there's been like constant iguanas, and they would randomly, when we would come home from like a day out, just poo everywhere. So we'd have to clean that up, so that was slightly annoying, but you know, kind of cool to see iguanas. After you walk around the pool area here, there's another level, so you have stairs going down, and also you can kind of see there's a resort area down there where the main area is, and then all the houses all across. So go to the next level, and another bedroom, and then stairs back up. Oh, and you have your laundry. It's got your laundry outside. Kind of weird that it's outside, to be honest, but it did the job. So yeah, there's 3 bedrooms, or no, sorry, 4 bedrooms, and how many? 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. So there's 2 bathrooms upstairs, 2 bathrooms downstairs. The one thing that was weird about this house is like the upstairs and downstairs are kind of like disconnected. Like you have to go outside to get to the downstairs, whereas the other place you could go outside or you could go inside. It was all connected. So that's probably the only thing that's kind of weird about this place, was you couldn't get downstairs unless you went out. But honestly, not a big deal, because it's always usually really nice out. So the odd time it would be raining, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah, I should walk away from this furnace thing. So I hope you enjoyed the video. 2021 was definitely the year of travel for me anyway. I'm really hoping that I have more travel videos coming up in 2022. We'll see. But yeah, this was a great trip to end the year on, and it's crazy that it's already 2022. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah. I don't think so. I think you have fish. I really like that. The blue, I like the fish. That is really nice.
I was thinking maybe I should frame my flamingo.
You have a flamingo?
I painted that flamingo.
Oh, you have this one for sure.
Yeah, I have that one for sure. I can't remember if I have this one. I do like that. Maybe I should have this. I know I don't.
Oh, I like that a lot.
I don't have that.
I like this fish. I think Sean's gonna get that fish.
Yeah. And I